Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I have to say I haven't colored for a while, so I'm slowly trying to get back into the mood and just the habit of coloring. And so today I thought I will color something easy and fun for me, and the pages by Caran are always a lot of fun. This is one of her Patreon pages. I think it was from March. Yeah, I think this is the March Patreon page of her. And today I thought I wanted to use the Pablo pencils. I haven't used them a whole lot. Mostly I use them for hair, and for skin I have actually used them only one time. That was in the very beginning of my coloring journey, I would say in 2018. And I used them in the book by Jasmine Becker-Griffith, and maybe you know the paper is a little bit special. I would say the paper from the Jasmine books is perfect for Prismacolors, but for any kind of little bit harder pencil that don't blend like magic like the Prismacolors, it's a little bit harder to use. And also I wasn't very experienced back then, I have to say as well. So, but since then I haven't used Pablo pencils for coloring skin, and on those pages where we have just a small section of skin, I actually like to try out other pencil brands, and that's what I'm doing today. I really want to try those Pablo pencils another time for skin. So, and yeah, as I have this little small face here today, I thought that's the perfect opportunity. Because I really enjoyed working with the Pablo pencils recently. I used them a bit more. I found some nice color combinations, and now I just want to try out if I don't like them for skin as well. At least maybe on the smaller pages. I'm not quite sure about my pencil selection though, so I chose 4 basic colors, while this very dark brown I will just use for the darkest shadows, even though maybe a more grayish or bluish tinted tone could also work very well. Not as saturated, you know, if the shadows wouldn't be as saturated, that'd be good. And then I also chose 2 other colors, a red and a more pinkish color that I want to get for her cheeks, maybe a little more a little more pinkish and reddish, maybe, not quite sure. So this will be a try out, and if it fails maybe you won't ever see it. So I'm very slow with the editing. Anyway, I just want to check actually. Oh, sorry. If I have a grayish, maybe something like a paint gray or something, that could work maybe. So a dark gray, okay. Let's see how that works. No, this is very too gray. I would need something warmer actually. I don't think that this works. This is also very... No. Maybe this one. Sepia. Not sure. What about this one here? This is Van Dyke Brown. Brown. And what's about this? This is... what is that? Cocoa? Oh, maybe this one. So I just keep them out. Oops. Something like a violet could work as well, maybe. Let's check this one here. Just take this one. So who knows, maybe I will just experiment today a little bit. So I just yeah, grabbed some more colors. Let me just quickly check some transitions here. I will introduce all the colors in a moment, that's for sure. On this paper they work like a dream, I have to say. And now let's see how this would work on this. Yeah, that I actually like. That could work. With a violet that could work maybe. Sepia, this is very dark. Or this color here. Okay, another time. So when I try out color combinations, I actually just scribble them down on a paper, a piece of paper. Whoopsala. And then I just see how they all go together. So if I'm... Okay, now I want to try this one here actually. Oh, this is very dark. You can see here we don't have a nice transition, so it definitely needs this other shade of brown. I think I like the violet in it, so that's something that I will try out today. And now I'll zoom you in. So this is Granite Rose. I hope you can actually, it's very hard to depict this writing here with this gold foiled, yeah, this gold foiled writing. Even though I don't have artificial light, so it shouldn't blend as much. This is Salmon. Then I've got this English red. This is Chestnut. And the higher the contrast, the better readable they are. And this is Aubgergine. And for her cheeks and maybe the nose, I also have this Vermilion here. Vermilion. And this is Salmon Pink. Yeah, so very hard to read. Okay, so I'm starting with the salmon here, and I will start here around her eyes. I'm using a light pressure, and that is because, yeah, as I said, I just used those pencils one time for skin. So, and always when I'm unsecure with a pencil, when it is quite new to me. Yeah, what means new? It's not a new pencil, but for skin, you know, I haven't used it. So then I'm starting with a rather light pressure actually. So, and that's what I'm doing here. And I'm following the shadows that Christine gave this image. I'm coloring the light grayscale version, which I really like. I also like to do line art faces, because I find it a little bit more artistically, so to speak, to color a line art face, because yeah, when the shadow is not there. That reminds me, I wanted to do this a little bit more reddish, so I will stop at this point and continue down here actually. So I have to think, I want to have the cheeks a little bit more reddish. And here. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. Could also... We could also do a little bit more pinkish color there. I think that I will turn on some nice music for you. The only thing, yeah, is that the color names won't be as good readable, so that might be a problem. But I actually don't know. So, do you even possess the Pablo pencils, and would you color skin with them? That's something very interesting. I really would like to know. I think I will now start to color in here on her cheeks a little bit more. Now I'm using the Salmon Pink. So this is a little bit more pinkish color. While the salmon is a little bit more brownish. And yeah, I think I want to have a little bit more reddish cheeks here, so that's why I'm going with this salmon pink now. Going under her eyes here, maybe a bit here. Mixing it in here, so to speak. I mean, why not? Yeah, and I'm just trying to get back my coloring mojo. So I think actually down here we can have it a little bit more brownish maybe. And I think first I'm going to try to color her cheek so that I don't lose the redness. I'm going in with Vermilion now, and using this color very lightly. Oh yes, this is giving some very nice red cheeks here. So that's quite beautiful, I think. I hope it will be beautiful. I also will use a little bit here on her nose, maybe. Add some of those redness to her nose. I mean, we have to be careful that we don't get too reddish here, to be honest. I don't want her to look like a clown in the end. This is Salmon Pink. So I'm just blending this out a bit here. Okay, and I think now I will go in with the Granite Rose. So this is my highlight color actually, and yeah, I think I will do a layer with this Granite Rose here to just bring it all a little bit together. I don't have built up too many shadows yet, but I think it will be okay. Okay. So, and then I think I will go in with the salmon. And yeah, bring it down here. before I go darker, I have to make sure that it will blend all together. Okay, and now I will go in with my first brown color here, or should I use this a little bit more? I also have to always take a look that you're still in frame, of course. Okay, now I have, what is this? English red. I can really, with the lights on, it's even more difficult to read it, to be honest. So I want some shadow here, of course, on the side. So around her nose, and of course I will start here with the eyes. So that's what I'm usually yeah, intensifying the shadows. So you can see that we have quite a bit of grayscale here as well. So, and I want to cover this up completely, so that you won't see the gray in the end. That's important for me always. We will have a stronger shadow here under her lips, actually. Maybe even here, you know, because she's smiling. And then of course, you know, it's kind of like outlining actually her face a bit. Okay, this reddish brown goes very well with the vermilion of her cheeks, I would say. So that does work quite well. Yeah, I like that. So I can be a little bit more brave on this side as well, I believe. I will intensify the vermilion also a bit more in a minute, I think, or later. I'm not quite sure yet. Yeah, as I said, it's more or less the first time I'm coloring skin with the Pablos. I've used these just one time for skin, and that's really, it's 4 years ago, maybe even longer. No, it wasn't 2018, no, it's 2022. So okay. Yeah, okay, I've combined this now here. You're also giving some shadow underneath the nose here, and trying to make the nose look a little bit rounder. Okay. yeah, on Christine Caran pages I really like to try out pencils for skin, especially on those characters where where it's not only a portrait, so we do have skin to color but not a whole page full, so that makes it a little bit easier, of course, to just find a nice color combination and try it out. Okay, I think I'm going to try to blend this now first. So these are, I think, wax pencils or wax based pencils, but they are not comparable to Prismacolors, even though they are more wax based. This is more of a layering pencil, I would say. But to be honest, I think no other pencil behaves like Prismacolors. They are very unique, I think. The way they behave, yeah, it's really unique for my taste, I would say. And so I just want to try to blend before I get too dark with my shadows. Because I'm afraid that the contrast could be a little bit too heavy otherwise, maybe later. So, and I don't know how many layers this paper will take in the end. This is a 160 gram cardstock, printer cardstock, so it is not one of these more toothy papers, it's more like a smooth paper. I think that it might be comparable to the Nina Classic or something like that, if you know that paper. So yeah, I'm usually not showing the paper that I use because it's not available in other countries. I would say this is really just a pretty basic, yeah, printer cardstock, so nothing that is yeah, distributed in other countries. It's just a cheap basic paper, yeah, that is used here. I will also go in with the Salmon Pink to blend. Oh, no. First I'm going in with the Vermilion, actually. So with the red color, trying to redden it, this chicks here. Because I have a feeling that I lost the red a little bit here. Also going to give a little bit of this red color here on the nose, maybe even here on the cheeks, no, what is this, shin, on her shin maybe. Yeah. Okay, and then I will go in with the Salmon Pink and just blend this reddish vermilion out a bit. At this point I'm pressing a little bit harder. I will also use this to go a little bit down the side of the nose. Like so. Yeah. Increase it a bit here on her shin, or on her shin. Okay, and now I think I have to be very brave and go darker, and I will go in with this chestnut color here. I think I will start here under her nose, because there we usually have a strong shadow, and I want to yeah, also give on the contour of her nose a little bit more shadow. Then yeah, underneath her lips maybe, intensifying this shadow a bit. This will be small shadow, and then yeah, next eyes, maybe this little wrinkle here. Yeah, so this brownish color is a very nice color. Maybe if you want to re-intensify some of those lines, like the crease of her eyes, for example, and also I want to get it yeah, kind of dark here next to the outlines of her face. I find that this gives it a little bit of the illusion that it's a little bit more rounded, and that's why I'm doing this actually. Also, maybe the hair will cast a little bit of shadow, for example, or the hat, of course, might cast a shadow. So I'm always trying to to reinforce the outlines a bit. I will move this a little bit. Also, I don't like the gray, because I think that Christine draws her pages with a pencil, and so those lines are usually, they have a grayish tone to them, and that's actually I like it because the lines are not so strong, but I don't want to that the gray is visible later. Once it is colored, I want to get rid of the gray actually. So, and then I'm just intensifying those creases here. Like so. And now I will actually try out this Aubergine violet color. I'm a little bit nervous and just check out how this will turn out if I put it over this shadowed area a bit. So I think this is toning down the whole shadow area a little bit. I think might look good. Not quite sure about it. So at this stage you can see that the contrast is a bit high, so now I will go in again, trying to blend it out a little bit. I'm using here this English red. That's really not readable on camera, even though I'm quite zoomed in, but yeah, it's just the foiling. Then it's a very small writing actually. And with the artificial light it's even worse. So I'm usually trying to do the shadow under the nose like a little triangular, you know, and starting from this to this point and then going just like a little triangular shape in the direction of her lips. So I also want to have this here a little bit more darker now. Okay. So I need to be careful that it's not getting too muddy here. So, and now I think I want to reinforce the red on her cheeks again with the Vermilion. I think that I lost it a little bit with the brown color here. And you know, now I'm trying also to burnish. Oops, this was maybe a little bit too hard pressure. And then salmon. And I think this is getting a little bit of a darker skin color. You can say the more contrast you're trying to give, so the more darker colors and shadow colors you use, you know, the darker your skin will turn in the end. Because we can't have too harsh contrast here, so I'm yeah, have to get overall a little bit darker here. I'm also going in with the Salmon Pink. Oh, this was the violet. Salmon Pink here. And then, as last step, I will go in with the Granite Rose, which is a highlight color. And I'm trying to blend everything together with the Granite Rose again. I cannot say that this is my favorite skin coloring here. Okay, now Granite Rose. Yeah, not quite sure. I think that the wax is giving a little bit of a sheen now. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think this is not getting me back into the habit of coloring, because I don't like the outcome. Oh, oh my gosh, and let's see what happens. Take away the light. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this might even a little bit better, but you can see if I use too much pressure, yeah, how refractive the wax is going to get, and that doesn't look so nice. So I think I will continue with this page here, and it will look better once her eyes and lips and the eyebrows are colored in, I think, and when her ears and the neck is done. I think it might look better. At the moment, I don't like it a lot. I don't like it a lot, but usually I still continue when I like a page, unless it is really terrible. When it is really terrible, then, you know, I will just start again. But I think this might be okay if I continue and just finish up the rest, I think. So, but I will stop filming now, and or just I will still film, but do it as a time lapse with some music, so that you can see how it will hopefully be better. Yeah, let's try and do that. I will use a little bit of a different light now, because I really need some. Otherwise it won't work for me. Okay, let's quickly finish up her face, And then I will end this part, and for the next part I actually plan to color in her clothes with Inktense. So now for her lips I will use also the Vermilion here, and I will give a base layer with this color. And I don't know, with those Pablos I tend to press quite hard on the paper, I've noticed. I don't know why, but I usually tend to press harder compared to other pencils. And then I will use the Indian Red yeah, to go in and give some shadow here on her lips. And I hope those two colors will be enough. I blend this together with the Vermilion. And then I think I will use the Carmine actually to try to get a little bit darker even here. Okay, I think that's okay for her lips. Okay. We could maybe go in with the Aubergine. But this was not making it any better. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favorite coloring, I have to say. But I will finish this one. I will continue, and I hope when I just color more, like her dress, and I want to give her a glitter dress, I hope that it will get better at the end. I think, yeah, and I just tend to press too hard here. Okay, I will color in, you know, her eyelid with, what is this? This is raspberry red. I will blend it together here with the Granite Rose. And then I think I will go in with the Indian Red to darken it at the side a little bit. Okay, then I will go in with two gray tones. This is light gray, and I've got gray. So light gray and gray. And yeah, with those gray tones I will color in the white of her eyes, actually, to make look her eyeball as it was rounded, and also to give a little bit of shadow from the upper eyelid. I blend everything together with the light gray. I might even go in with a Prisma white so that it's not getting too dark actually. Yes, I think I will use a Prisma White. This is a little bit small. Yeah, okay. Like this. And then for the eyes, I will go in with some blue tones. I will use the bluish pale. I also will use the turquoise blue. And then I do have jeans blue or blue jeans and indigo blue. And yeah, so this is for the highlight. I think I will start with the bluish and pale. I will go in with jeans blue. And her eyes are quite small, but I just have to use so many colors. Can't help it. Maybe we won't use this one, turquoise blue. Okay, the bluish pale. And then the indigo I really like for making it quite dark here. Okay, and then I will just go in. Oh wait, let's first finish up her eyebrows actually. And for the eyebrows I will just use a dark brown, and this is sepia here. And I will just go in and yeah, just stroke in her eyebrows. I don't know yet which hair color I will give her, but I usually like a darker brown for eyebrows. So that's okay. And then on then I will draw in her eyelashes and her pupil. So I'm sharpening my black pencil. And then I will just tilt my my page a little bit. Oh, I'm not in frame, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's her eyes and eyelashes. And you know, then of course we want to give some highlights, so I will go in with a gel pen, and I always like to use those Signo pastel white, so these are not that opaque and have a very small tip, and I like these to give some subtle details, like here on her waterline actually, because it will perfectly blend in with the rest of the coloring. I also like to whiten up here on the corner of the eyes a little bit with this. Then I usually like to give a little bit of a tip of her nose, and then on her lips a little bit, like on her upper lip. So, and then you can just blend it out a little bit. Also can give it there a little bit, maybe here. And then we would need a more opaque gel pan or acrylic pan for her main highlights here in the eyes. Oh yeah, and what I forgot actually, on her lips, of course, she would also have some highlights. I'm just thinking, left or right? We'll give them here. Okay, I think this may be a little bit too much. Yeah, on those small lips we have to be careful with our highlights, but the good thing about gel pen is that we can always take away. Best when it is dry, of course. I think I don't like this highlight at all, so I'm removing it just completely. Okay, and then I will just go in and give a small one here on the other side, like this. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's totally fine. Maybe I think I will go in her eyebrows with a more brownish brown. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. I will zoom you out a little bit. So yeah, that is our little Leprechaun girl. I hope you like it. It's very waxy, a very bad wax bloom here. So it's very shiny. I have to put it to an angle so that it doesn't look strange. However, so next time I want to color in her dress with the Inktense, so I hope actually that will be a little bit quicker, and especially I wanted to use Inktense a little bit more this year to have some fun, to use mixed media, and I think this will be just a mixed media page. So let me know, do you like to use to mix up your pencils and your mediums, your supplies, or do you stick to one pencil brand only when you color? That would be interesting to know. I usually like to mix it up. So I hope you enjoyed this first video, and I hope I will see you in the next one. So bye everyone!